Hello, everybody. So, to celebrate the 100 subscribers of the channel, well, not really, but yeah, still nice. We are going to review the HTML5 interface compared to Flash interface. So, that's what we have. We have the latest OBM 2005, and I created two pages over here. One of them is the HTML5 event browser and a top view, and another one is the flash that you actually need to turn on right now. Kind of you create it by yourself. You cannot really just select one of the workspaces and have it there pre-existing. And I also think that we'll pick into the 360 view and see what's up with that. And this little bit of disclaimer, this environment is still not configured with proper OO. So when we go to operations console, oh, come on. Internet, evening internet, don't be so slow. All right, so we go to runbook mappings, which is the HTML5 based change to the UI, and it was changed in the previous version, not in this one. Oh, this is how it looks like. A little bit nicer, but still kind of reminds the previous one, but not entirely. But we cannot really dive into it because, well, we don't have the integration working, not yet. So this is what we're going to do, actually. I'll take this red event and I'll forward it to Smax. And we'll do everything, all the controls from both of them, actually. So there we have, I right click it, I click transfer control to Smax, and it says, well, do you want to do it? And I really do. I really do. All right. So time to go into the event details. Now you have this option over here to click, and then the event details would pop up on this right pane. And it's nice and all, and let's keep it in mind. But I prefer to work in a full page because it's just identical, but nicer, but nicer. And you know what? I'm going to tile it as well. So we sent our event to Smax. Let me see if we got the ticket. Maybe Smax is still down. Yeah, Smax is still down, but we can see the main details of it. Right. So we go and we open the same event from the HTML5 browser, and let's try to tile. Yeah, let's try to tile those two. Can I tile? Would it be? Yeah, there we have it. So let's do a little bit of a comparison. There we have the title. And in a Flash, we can just edit it like this. And here we'll have to edit it with a pencil and we say save. Now, of course, they're not going to cross change each other. It's not possible. All right. So we can do in progress, resolved close. We can close and reset the CI, so resolve. We can work on it. We can change the severity and priority. So this is how it's done here. So I'm going to make it into minor. And there are changes and priority, of course. We can make it to highest. It's just nice. Okay, and we can go and do the assignment. So we have the assignment group and assignment user. So we don't have any groups set up in this environment, so we cannot really assign it to groups, but we can assign to users. So you click on the button. There is no group, but there is the user filter. And it's practically the same, yeah. So we click on save, and now it belongs to admin. And here we can just, in the HTML5, we can just go and select the admin. And that's pretty much it. Although I believe that here it changed it immediately. I think here we need to click the OK button in order to have the effect. So that's about it. We see the related CI. There's the related CI, and there's the node. So you know what? Let's have a little bit of a map. Let's have a little bit of a map. So ID. Do we have the ID somewhere here? We don't have the ID, but well, event ID is going to be here, so it's practically the same, so we don't really care. Okay, this is the severity. This is the life cycle. Oh, come on. This is the life cycle state. This is the priority. Assignment group, it's going to be somewhere like this, but not really, because you see that there's like a little bit of a pencil button on the right. Description, we need to click on description in order to have the additional info. So it's still expandable, so it looks very, very close to what we had. So that's going to be a click. Okay, solution is probably, what is it, instructions or something, right? Well, we need to test it. I'm not going to put this. Okay, and there's the title, which we can change. And yeah, so as you see, there are no OK cancel buttons. You can basically close it. So whatever you change immediately. So OK, it's just going to point, I'm just going to point it to the whole window because it's just OK. Now the related CI, here we have it, the node, and the source, we have the same. And time in general, it's going to be all of this is going to be related to time. Okay, now we have an additional information just immediately. It's forwarded to SMAX, and we have custom attributes which with account. So we get a couple of things, and also we get the ETI. Oh, we get the ETI here as well. All right, so duplicate count. Do we have a duplicate count? Well, we need to have a duplicate. Maybe it just pops up as a separate field. So this is just the main page. Fantastic, fantastic. So let's click on additional info. And that's probably going to be the description over here, which is empty. So we do get the description right here on this page, and we can edit it. But yeah, it's going to be on a separate tab over here. But this solution, it's also on the same tab. So the first tab gives us all of this nice info, although when you do it in a pop-up, or sorry, when you do it inside the event browser itself, probably it's going to be a little bit clumsier, but still, it's good to have it like this. All right, source info. So I think that source info is hiding here in the more details. All right. So there's our source info. And here we get a lot of data, but considering the original size of it, well, we cannot really compare them one to another. But here we have the policy name. Okay, let's try to do this. So we have the policy originating server. So that's pretty much similar. And then of course we have the whole information. Nice. So good. Let's see the actions. So here the actions are kind of empty. Well, kind of, they're really empty. And here we don't have actions. So I'm not really sure what to do with that. Probably actions would appear in case they really exist. Here it's just a placeholder. It's not contextual, but this thing might be contextual. So I don't see the actions in the new browser, but probably if I would have actions, they would appear. Not sure. Don't take my word for it. There's the annotations. So in annotations, there's the annotations. We can create a new annotation and we can say, yay, HTML5. Yep, say create. And okay, so it counts the annotations and you need to click on it in order to see the annotation itself. So pretty much the same. Custom attributes. We have custom attributes and this one has two custom attributes. So it's the submit closer key for true and they look pretty much the same. Submit close key true. Okay. Pretty much the same. Do you wish to know? Oh, it just closed on me. All right. But there we have all of the new stuff, right? So I'm going to tile it once more and select it. Okay, so those were the custom attributes, and now we're going to see all of the changes that were done on the fly. So it's really nice because whatever we change, it just changes on the fly, and we don't need to click the OK button. And I don't think it's destructive enough for us to really get worried about, changing something irreversibly. Here you click on the OK button, and Then you see the result, but you can change your mind. That's okay. All right, control transfer description. Event type indicator, right. So custom attributes, we review that. Related events. Currently there are no related events, so here it wouldn't show them, right? Yeah, there are no related events. I think I did see that it has a dedicated section for it when it's relevant. Here's the history, and here's this history. So edit, and then when we expand the actions, old value, new value. So here from medium to highest, and then we see the property and everything. All right, this is the interesting one. So title changed. Yeah. So I guess if in this situation, in this event, you change multiple things, there would be a table that would actually reflect all this. You know what? I want to make a test. So I'm going to say in progress. I'm going to say hi. I'm going to say major, and I'm going to add another text. So we changed several things. I'm going to say OK. I wonder if this was going to change or not. All right, so let's see the history. Did it change anything? There we go. All right, so in a single update, we got all of those nice things. Okay, let's dial it again. Choose this one. So there, yeah, it just inserted itself. I just needed to go back and forth, or probably wait and then it would update itself. But here in history, what I see is this. I see a bunch of fields listed, and actually I don't see all of them, right? It just glitches below. How can I see the whole list? Can I scroll down, please? Huh. So I cannot scroll down. There is no edit button in history. So whatever is there, oh, whatever is there. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we just need to give it an opportunity to open. It just lists all the fields of what was there and what was new. And here it does practically the same thing, but not in a table, or like a hidden table, right? Like strings, which yeah, looks pretty nice. You admin date. Well, we see that here it would fit many more differences, but I mean, how many changes you're going to do in a single event? This is where you have smacks for that to document all your steps, not necessarily the history or annotations or anything. All right, let's see the resolver hints. So there's our resolver hints, and here we need to go to more details and resolver hints. Let's see. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. I really like the color of the bar over here, and we don't have it here. But pretty much the same. We do have the full CI ID. Usually when I read CIs, I really like to read the last 3 digits because, well, if they are the same, it's easy for me to compare rather than trying to figure it from the first number. Maybe the prefixes are the same between all the CIs, but in most cases, those would be different. I mean, it's going to be really hard to match the last 3 digits. So I really like that here you can see just the whole thing. And there's the node hint also here. It was cut off a little bit, and here we see a little bit more. So source CI, pretty much the same. So I really like it. I really like it. And there's the instructions. Instructions appear here on the very first. Is it? Maybe. Where's the instructions? Okay, so we made the same thing. There are no instructions, so there is no field for it here, but probably it will appear in case you have instructions. Just need to have an event. Okay, so here is the big difference. Here's the big difference. So when we go to forwarding, we see this server, smugs, DNS, queued for delivery, and we got forwarding information like here in the table. And yeah, there's not much difference between it. I mean, there's the server, with a little bit of a different naming schema, by the way. This is the real name, like this is the display name. right? But then we have the DNS name and then type, and then everything is the same except for the fact that here you need to scroll a little bit. But all of those things that can change based on SMAX itself. So SMAX should populate the ID with a URL over here, and then assign users and groups, lifecycle state, severity, priority. All of those things are sent from SMAX to here, and when they change in SMAX, they change here as well. All of them here are in the forwarding area. But for HTML5, actually, we'll go and you need to click on forwarded to SMAX. And here you get all of this data without seeing the status. Okay, so when you go here and say, whoa, where's my external ID? There's no external ID, man. What's going on? And here you actually know, okay, well, it's queued for delivery, and you basically get zero understanding about what's going on, but at least you know that it's queued, it's not delivered, there are no status mismatch. But here you see it here and you say, well, I don't have anything, so I need to verify what's going on. So I click on more details and then I'll go to forwarding info. And it says, well, you know what? Now it says delivered. It says like, oh, delivered here. Click on refresh and you watch if it actually changed anything. But here you actually need to go to SMAX and view the status from here. Well, when it works, you don't really care. This becomes garbage, right? And also it includes more information than you want it to. I mean, if you have SMAX information in the same page with forwarding, but you have forwarding to COSO and everything, you don't really want to see it here. I mean, it's not operational anymore. They are context separated, right? And here they are under the same context. And also here's the button of cancel the transfer control. We have the same thing over here. So pretty much the same, and pretty much this is the only significant change that I can see between those two. Very nice, very nice. I really like the new event browser. So a little bit more about it. When you want to watch the closed events, you click on event repository and it says last 1 hours, but you can also on the filter, you can say, refresh automatically, include active events, which means like includes closed and open events. For the flash, though, we need to click on this and wait for a pop-up. We say last hour, and we say received. Okay, include active events. Then we say no filter, enable auto refresh, and we say okay, yeah, fantastic. Now I want to see the reconfigure, and I'll say include active events. I say closed, and I cannot see the active events. So that's interesting because in this one, it's empty as well. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. So that's pretty much it. Now I want to reconfigure, and I want to say last 3 days, and apply. Then it thinks a little bit, and there are the closed and open ones. So we'll go over here, we say reconfigure, and I want to say received, include the active ones, last 3 days, and I say okay, and the result is pretty much the same. Now when I click, I want to close the event. For example, I'll click one of the open ones, right? Can I really? Why can't I close it? When I right click it, I say it can close, but basically I cannot close it from this view. And here it doesn't even suggest. So the new HTML5 interface doesn't have all of those control buttons, at least immediately it doesn't. Right, so you need to right click stuff. Okay, so there's the event browser. We can sort stuff and then multi-sort, basically what's more important. We can see the columns. Now in the footer, we can see the summary. It means all of those nice things. Priority 0. Hide counters with 0 values, basically clean it up a little bit if it's just too cramped. Priority, assignment, severity, so basically all of the types. And then column dividers. Show vertical dividers. I'll do that. Emphasize this events assigned to me. Role coloring, I really like it. There we go. Apply to, okay, and I have intensity. What intensity means? Yeah, you see the shading changes. We'll click out of it in a sec. Okay, view mode, normal, compact. Ooh, I like the compact view. Look at that. So I have a normal eyesight, 6.6, I really, 2020, depends on where you come from. And yeah, so small letters don't frighten me at all. I like it. Show date. It's the same thing. I mean, oh, it shows the date next to the time received. Face sound, there's the face sound when new event received. We're not going to hear anything because that's an RDP, although it should be transmitting stuff to me, but really. Include child CIs in the CI field. That's not really relevant over here, but there's the final look. Let's try to achieve the same result over here. If I remember correctly, browser options, we click on that here. And columns, yes. Play sound notifications, yes. Compact view, I like the compact view. Include CIs. Show selection checkboxes. Did we? Yeah, we have it from the get-go. Color, all events, only events, but we don't have control about the colors themselves. So there's the compact view, pretty much the same. And the checkboxes, so yeah. You know, one of the things that I do like about the old one is the space those columns occupy. They just take a little bit less space than this one. But yeah, okay, let's reset it back to normal size because it's just too compact. What about the large? Oh, that's too large. Normal. Yeah. So we're going to keep the normal setting over here, and we're going to keep the normal setting over here. So the HTML5 browser actually, yeah, it has more options, and it's generally nice. I know that it's not that new, it's just default now. But previously, I didn't really consider it to be a serious thing as the HTML5 version, but I start to see the light. Yeah, it's not that different. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's see the 360 view. 360. Okay, select the view. So we're going to do application management. Yeah. All right. So this is how it looks like in the HTML5. Pretty nice, very clean, very clean. And there's the application performance, availability. When you point your mouse, actually changes statuses. What this does? Oh, okay. And you actually can right click the context over here and go into configure, into view mappings tools. You can launch tool. You can start ad hoc downtime, which is, oh, have you seen that? It has the start ad hoc downtime. I don't remember if I installed it myself. No, not here. I did install it somewhere, but I don't remember that I put it here. Is it out of the now? I don't know. Now I don't know. Maybe. Oh, let's see how it looks like. Okay, so there's the ad hoc downtime. So it looks like the one that I installed previously, but maybe now it's included out of the box. I'm not really sure because I didn't see the TAW. Ah, that's a shame because now I don't know. Did I put it there? I just built an exercise for this, so I have no idea. I really don't know if that's my trace or no. They are just working so many environments. Okay, let's flatten it. Can we flatten it? No, why? I cannot change the view. No idea why. Okay, there's an indicator. Now I can change the view? No, I just cannot change the view. That's okay. don't really know what to do with the 360 view because I never worked with it. So if we click on events, can I actually see the, okay, so there's the business impact. Is it, those are the KPIs. Very nice, not bad, not bad. Very good. Indicators, let's see the indicators. This is also very nice, very, very nice. I think this is also the new thing. Not sure. Okay, show contributing events, right? There's our HTML pop-up with the HTML5 event browser. Super cool, super cool. Now, oh, we can do a compact mode and a large mode, and we can select columns. Not bad, not bad. The actual changes. So what would it show us? No, there are no changes. Okay, show impacting CIs. Also shouldn't include a thing, but it's pretty nice. And incidents. What do we do with incidents? Nothing, because there are no incidents. But in general, I really like it. Of course, the ROI dashboard always was HTML5, if I remember correctly. So that's it. All right. So I think that pretty much concludes the HTML5 interface. Probably I missed a bunch of other innovation in that regard, but well, I'm switching. I'm switching to HTML5 from now on. I'm not going to document HTML5 Flash, and not just because it's gone. I mean, it's just a conscious decision because, well, I've seen it and investigated it. Now I feel pretty much comfortable with it. It's very, very similar to the previous one. I mean, now when I know where all the buttons were relocated, pretty nice. Fantastic. So, guys, when you subscribe to those videos, I really like it. But I also, I like it more when you ask me questions and stuff because I created the channel for interaction, not really for PR or anything. So, yeah, if you have questions, just put them right in there, and I'll try to answer what I can. Just have a conversation. Right. I'll see you in the next one.